Listen, Danielle, you are going to need to get an A on the next test or you will fail.
That's impossible. Hardest chapter of the year.
I don't know what to tell you, except maybe, study.
Okay. Thanks then.
No problem.
I'm never going to understand this. Why should I even bother studying?
What, you're not going to study for a test?
That's absolutely preposterous. Here, we'll help you.
Don't even bother. I'm going to fail it anyway. You're studying line equations? That's my favorite topic.
See, you just put it in the slope-intercept form. Wasn't that easy? It's just one of the things.
That's not easy at all. We're never going to get it.
What are we gonna do now?
We can't give up now.
Maybe we're just not explaining it right.
I have an idea.
We have the perfect way to explain it to you, and you'll for sure ace your test.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to remember all the information.
For you to learn, you have to be confident in yourself.
And most importantly, you can't be afraid of failing.
I can do it. And you know what? I'm not afraid.
Not afraid to try to find the equation of a line. There are 3 common forms you can use, so listen up, I'll tell you now. Just letting you know that you can use them on parallel and perpendicular lines.
There are 3 common forms you gotta know. A slope-intercept, point slope, and then their standard form, which is important, so let's begin with that. And it's ax plus by equals c. And there's some things you should know, including 2 rules that can't be broke, such as never, including fractions in your answer. And there should always be, without a doubt, undoubtedly, a leading a that's always only positive. After this, there's still 2 forms you gotta know. There is slope-intercept and point-slope form. Slope-intercept, which is y equals mx plus b, needs slope and y-intercept in order to work. And then there is point-slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, which needs slope and a point on a line if it's really gonna work.
Not afraid to try to find the equation of a line. There are 3 common forms you can use, so listen up, I'll tell you now. Just letting you know that you can use them on parallel and perpendicular lines.
Now for an example, let's start with slope-intercept form. Remember the equation is y equals mx plus b, m is the slope, b is the y-intercept. If the slope is 2 and the y-intercept is 4, the equation would be y equals 2x plus 4. For example, if you have 4x plus 2y equals 8, you can subtract the 4x and divide by 2 and it will be in slope-intercept form. Now for point-slope form, remember the equation is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. x1 and y1 represent points on a graph, and just like before, m is the slope. If the slope is 2 and the point on the graph is 1, 4, then this is what the equation would be. When it's in standard form, it should be ax plus by equals c.
Not afraid to try to find the equation of a line. There are 3 common forms you can use, so listen up, I'll tell you now. Just letting you know that you can use them on parallel and perpendicular lines.
Taking any equation and turn it into standard form. For example, this equation that's in point slope form, distribute and add 1 to both sides. Subtract and multiply, now you're done. Here's another problem, subtract and multiply. Now it's completely in standard form.
Now for a problem using perpendicular lines, the slopes are negative reciprocals of each other, so the product of the slopes equals -1. For example, if the line goes through the point -3, 2 and is perpendicular to y equals -1/2 x plus 4, you would use the slope 2 since it is the opposite reciprocal of -1/2 and get y minus 2 equals 2 times x plus 3. And if you want to put it into standard form, you would get this, but you have to keep going, and then you would simplify to this. And for parallel lines, you keep the same slope. So if the line goes through the point 1, 2 and is parallel to y equals 3x plus 4, it would be this. And you have to distribute and you get this and still keep going. And then this is the final answer in standard form.
Not afraid to try to find the equation of a line. There are 3 common forms you can use. So listen up, I'll tell you now. Just let you know that you can use them on parallel and perpendicular lines.
Yay, I finally understand it now.
Hey, look who didn't fail. Nice job. A plus.